Hey people, how are you doing today? I'm Makeda Valletta, as you know. I'm live on my IG page, Makeda Valletta Travels. I will save it and repost this to my YouTube page, Makeda Valletta Travels. Make sure you follow me in both places. So I am live from Cuenca right now, Cuenca, Ecuador. And I made another video when I first got here. And I was saying that it was beautiful and all that. But I can tell you right now, I'm over this place. Okay? The video I made before, I said that I probably would come back. I'm pretty sure I would not come back here. If I ever came back here again, I would have to have an extremely, extremely good reason. So, for one, I've never been someplace with such horrible food. Okay? The food here is horrible. Like, I feel like I am in food hell. It's just like, how do you make everything bland and nasty? Everything. Like, how do you mess up Mexican food, right? Like, their own cuisine to me is very strange. The things that Ecuadorians eat, a lot of the things that they eat is very weird to me, and unappetizing. Like scrambled eggs with corn in it. Like, why would you scramble eggs with corn kernels in it? Or like they have something called, I think it's called a bologna or something. It's like a dumpling, but it's like made from like mashed plantains or like pieces of ham in it. And they fry it and it looks like this crisp ball of like plantains with pieces of ham. Like, it just doesn't look good. I'm just not a fan of the things they eat. But then also, like, you know, if I've had some Mexican food here, like they're using tacos made from wheat, which to me, I hate wheat tacos. Like, if you're eating tacos, the tortillas need to be made from corn, not wheat. Like, who does that? I've never been anywhere in the world where people are making tacos out of wheat tortillas. I'm so hungry right now that I'm miserable, okay? Like, I'm not the kind of person that could just eat, like, whatever. Like, I need good food, and I need good food to feed my body, okay? I wanted to work out while I'm here. There's a gym right next door. I cannot work out because I have not been eating. Like, I have to eat good food in order for me to be able to work out, right? This morning, I like the last video I did, I had come back from breakfast from a restaurant that was like an American breakfast restaurant. It was owned by a woman from Austin, Texas, actually. And that food wasn't good, okay? Even, like, when I tell you, like, everything here tastes like it needs salt. Like, it tastes like I'm not a huge pancake eater. But sometimes I want a little bit of a pancake. But twice, once in the restaurant that was owned by the American woman, another time today, where I went to this restaurant that everybody online said is the best breakfast in Cuenca. And I'm telling you, it's hard to find a good breakfast place here. But this place was supposed to be the best, and the food was so nasty. It was like, also their pancake was disgusting. I'm just like, how do you make disgusting pancakes? Like, why is that hard to do? But then also, like, I ordered like this Greek omelet and hash browns. And of course, this is Ecuador, so you're like, why am I eating an American breakfast? But I was surprised to even see American breakfast here, That's not something that I usually expect to see when I'm in another country. But it was like, even that, like the hash browns, they were mushy and nasty and all of it was disgusting. Like, I couldn't eat it. They gave a biscuit, which is interesting to see that in Ecuador, that they're even attempting to make an American breakfast in that way. But most cultures don't really eat breakfast. Like, I'm getting ready to go to Senegal, and I'm wondering, what do they eat for breakfast? Like, breakfast is my favorite meal, and I need like a hearty, I don't eat oatmeal and granola and stuff like that, right? But last night, I was so hungry. And this is what I do when I cannot, like, get good food, because I need something that's, like, fatty. I need some butter, some cream, some cheese. You know what I'm saying? And so last night, I was so hungry, and I ordered some fried shrimp from this place. And that was probably, like, the best food that I had. But the french fries that it came with, the french fries weren't cooked. The french fries were undercooked. I'm like, people don't know how to make potatoes? Like, how do you not know how to make french fries? Thank you for the compliment on my hair. Thank you. But the french fries were like half cooked, just like the hash browns this morning. And it's just nasty. Like, I'm so freaking hungry. So I'm so glad that I'm leaving this evening. Okay. I have a long trip back. I have to fly from Cuenca to Quito, which is like an hour flight. Then I have a 2-hour layover. Then I'm flying from Quito to Fort Lauderdale. Then I have a 4.5 hour layover in Fort Lauderdale tomorrow morning, and then flying back to New York. And I don't like the food in South Florida either. So I feel like, when am I going to eat? I can't go all that time without eating. Like, the food in the Fort Lauderdale airport is not good. The food in Fort Lauderdale is not good. I don't even know of a good breakfast place in Fort Lauderdale neither. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like dying to get back to New York and dying to eat some good food. And, I'm, going to my parents' house because I live in Chicago. And I'm glad my mom is making me some curry chicken because her food is so good and I need some good food before I lose my mind. I'm like getting a headache. The other reason why I don't really like this place is because, not just because of the weather is kind of whack, but the city has no flavor, okay? So you can go to some Latin American countries and you hear dope music and there's like a flavor going on. Yeah, I'm not even trying to find French fries because, first of all, like, this is why I also like to be home and cook my own food, because restaurants don't use good quality fats. I don't care if you're in America or outside of America, and people make French fries, they're frying it in like canola oil and stuff that's not good for you. Like, I don't even need French fries. I just want some good food, period. But yeah, the city has no flavor. You hear no music. And again, that's because there's no black people here. I saw one black girl, okay? Everybody here is mestizo, Indio, and like white. There's a lot of older white Americans here. A lot of, like, where I just came from eating is a place called the Sunrise Cafe. It was a lot of old white people old white Americans who retired and moved here. And I'm like, no wonder people think this food is good. I mean, no offense to anybody, but sometimes like white people will be okay with like blander food that doesn't taste good. This food here is like the worst food I've ever had in Latin America. The worst, okay? I thought Costa Rican food was bland. No. This stuff here, horrible. And it's like, to me, when I keep trying to find something good to eat and I can't, it makes me miserable. Like, I can't think. I have work to do. I'm like, so then moving around, people here, they're not fashionable. Everybody just, like, even what I have on right now is just too much. Like, it's just, nobody's walking around with anything colorful or even semi-cute or anything. Like, it's just basic looking people. So it's so uninspiring. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some attractive person, attractive woman, attractive man, somebody that, something. Not here, okay? Maybe on the Caribbean. If I ever come back to this country, I'm going to the Pacific coast where the black people are. Because here, no. It's like I just don't like it. It's not a place I'd recommend somebody to come to. I mean, people might like it, but it wouldn't be my recommendation. It's just basic. Real basic and boring. And the food is horrible. Because for me, it's like, I want to get work done while I'm here. I'm here, but I'm not here just to be like out and doing stuff. I'm not on vacation. I also have work to do. So it's like, I need to be able to freaking eat something. And on my other page, The Body Scientist, I'm going to go into depth about the food more and the quality, because it's not the best. But right now I'm so hungry, and I'm like, I woke up with a headache because I was hungry. So I just had to order 2 milkshakes because this one place that I got a milkshake from yesterday was decent. So like, my go-to, if I'm hungry and like I cannot find food, at the very least, I need dairy. I need some full-fat yogurt, some ice cream, good quality ice cream, not bullshit. And good quality ice cream is hard to find. Or like a milkshake, but also one that's not made with a whole bunch of chemicals and overly sweet shit. In this country, in a lot of Spanish-speaking countries, they love shit that's extra sweet. Like all this, they OD with the sugar and the syrup and like, I don't like all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel safe here. It's easy to get a cab, but it's just boring. There's no flavor. Like today I was going to explore more before I leave, and I'm like, I don't even want to explore more. I'm hungry. I'm not in a good mood. I'm convinced I can't find good food here, and I'm just over it. Okay? Over it. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure, I have a good feeling that Senegal will be better, because everybody I know that's been to Senegal has had great things to say about it. And to me, when you're around a bunch of black people, you're going to have good music and good dancing and better food. Yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that. I'm like, hold on a minute. Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to say, because sometimes I write down things. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Oh. Sometimes I write down things that I want to say, And I actually ordered a milkshake now that I'm waiting for it to arrive, so can't be on my phone too long. But let me see. Hold on. I did write down some notes. Being here is making me want to go back to Cuba, actually. Like, I miss Cuba. But Cuba, food is not... That's one of the hardest places for food because there's a lot of things that are very scarce. So I can't stay in Cuba for a long time. But I need to go to Cuba for a weekend because they have amazing music in Cuba. Okay? So the music and the dancing makes up for the food. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to say. Yeah, I told you, the worst possible Mexican food on earth. The restaurants here, a lot of them close at 2:30 in the afternoon because I guess it's like what Spain does with the siestas. So that's annoying to me. But, and there's this drink called Jamaica that Mexicans make, and it's made from the same, like the hibiscus plant, like the same plant they use to make sorrel. And I love Jamaica, but I ordered some here, and it was literally Kool-Aid, and I'm like, what the fuck? You said Kool-Aid? This is not Jamaica. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so much fake shit, and like stuff here that's just not good. This is like, the food here is not good. It's like bland. It's nasty. It's just not good. Okay. And I just can't do it. And literally, and then the other thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave this alone, because I mentioned like the classifications of race and stuff in Latin America, but here another thing that turns me off is that it's so evident, which is, like I said, like in San Jose, Costa Rica, you don't see black people. You have to go to the Caribbean coast to see black people, right? Here it's the same way, where like every time I order food or call a cab or whatever, it's always a mestizo. Mestizo, in case you don't know, is like Indio and Blanco, like a white and Indian person, right? But the Indios, the true Indios, they're like just they're selling things on the street, and they're kind of like invisible people. They're just selling things, right? And then black people, not around at all, because they're over in the coast somewhere in their black section, because that's how Latin America is a lot of times. Cuba wasn't like that, though. In Havana, which is a major city, there was tons of black people. Same thing with Santiago de Cuba, which is the second biggest city in Cuba. So it's not like all the black people are relegated to the coast or something. So anyhow, I'm done with what I got to say about Cuenca, okay? Bland-looking people. Bland-looking people. Not a nice shape. Not a nice outfit. Not nice nothing. Bland sounds in the street because they don't listen to any music, okay? I grew up around Dominicans where you hear music all day. Good music. Same thing if you're around... Yeah, anyhow, I'm just going to leave it there. Like, same thing if you're around Puerto Ricans or... It's so uninspiring here. So uninspiring. Because sometimes people go places and they act like every place is great. This place, nah, I'm over it. So glad I'm leaving. If I had to be here for 3 more days, I think I would cry. Or if I had to be here for 3 more days, I would have to like figure out how to get out of here sooner. But I'm out tonight. Yep. Okay, people. Thanks for listening. Have you been to Ecuador? If so, where have you been? Maybe you went someplace that was better, but I went to 2 cities, Guayaquil and Cuenca. Don't like either one. But anyhow, my delivery person is texting me, so let me go. Talk to you guys later. Bye.